All right, so anyone that's been following along or kind of wanted to see how the humidor turned out, there's going to be some things that I'll talk about real quick that I think I kind of messed up on and some things I got right. But it's always a learning experience. I tried a new finish that I'm not real proud of. But as far as the airtight seal, it is a piston fit lid, which means as the lid drops, it forces the air out slowly. So I can tell that it's going to be, especially when this is charged with moisture, yeah, the cedar, the Spanish cedar will swell slightly, not a lot, and even make the lid even tighter. So for the inside, you can see it's just lined with Spanish cedar. I had an issue with the floating lid, so I kind of had to put some Spanish dowels in here, Spanish cedar dowels, but that's not really an issue now. So just a divider. It just runs on cedar ways, Spanish cedar ways inside there. Nothing super special there. And then for Bovita packs, which the humidification packs that you can buy, they'll rest on here. I don't like them resting on the base, just in there, because that key can't be taken out. This can be replaced, but if something happens and it goes crazy in there, you'll just be left with like a pretty gnarly stain or something. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But I used a different style of joinery here. I didn't necessarily want butt joints, but so what I did, I staggered them just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. So this board stops shy, another board starts in the corner, stops shy, another board starts in the corner, stops shy. I think it kind of adds some character to it. Then you're not gluing end grain to end grain. You're gluing end grain to face grain, much stronger joint. It still allows for expansion contraction this way, but these walls are only glued against the length of the grain. I did not glue the wall to the end grain on this because I still want there to be, if there's any little bit of movement, I don't want it to damage the walls of the box. But anyway, so it's always a learning experience, always fun. Spanish cedar. Spanish cedar kills tobacco beetles if they were to hatch. That's why they really use it, and it doesn't move much with moisture. So let's see if I can get this lid to, yeah, really cool. Let's take a look at the side of it. All right, so I used solid tops and a solid bottom. That's maple on the bottom. And in all honesty, the best humidors will probably be made out of marine grade plywood, just to guard against expansion contraction, and you don't have to make the lid floating. I made the lid and the base floating, but I just sealed it with latex caulk. So, I mean, it allowed for movement and over time. It's not ideal, but I wanted to use hardwood. I think it looks nice. So for what I didn't really care for, this finish, I tried to go for like this hand rub, old school style finish, but it's maybe it ended up a little bit too rough for my liking. I would have liked it to have been a little bit cleaner. I could do it over again. I put a lot of hours into this, so I'm kind of ready for it to be finished. The sides turned out really nice. I used shellac. For anyone that's used shellac, it dries so fast you kind of got to get it where you want it and then leave it alone. If you try to go back over it, it's a mess. And I probably won't use shellac again. I'll probably use something like Deft, clear lacquer would be my next. But I just tried something different and didn't necessarily care for it. Let's see if I can show you the lid, how it's kind of a piston fit lid. Let's see if I can let go of it, see if it'll fall. So that's pretty good. I mean, like I said, once it swells up a little bit, it'll even be a little bit tighter.